weather's a little nicer than it was over the weekend, and we've got some good agenda items today. I wanted to thank Governor O'Malley, and I noticed Lieutenant Governor Brown has joined us, and also Treasurer Kopp for kind of adding to the busy schedule that we have today, a discussion of financial literacy in the state of Maryland. It's my understanding that Dr. Charlene Dukes from the State Board of Education, I believe she's the Vice President, is with us today, and she's going to update us on what the state of Maryland is doing or planning to do on this crucial front. And Governor, I really appreciate your decision to allow this presentation and add it to the agenda. Financial literacy is of great importance to me and to a rapidly growing coalition of students and educators and business leaders and consumer advocates all across the state. I believe that all of us have learned some hard lessons as the result of the nation's economic crisis and the enormous loss of jobs, homes, savings, financial security that's been left in its wake. One thing we've learned as a result of this great recession is that far too many Americans lack the basic tools necessary to make sound, reasonable financial choices. Obviously, the crisis was precipitated by, in large part, by a toxic mix of corporate excess and greed and regulatory failure, but we as consumers, I think, have to take some responsibility. For too long, we, as a nation, frankly, have lived beyond our means. We bought homes we couldn't afford. We maxed out credit cards and drained home equity to buy things that we really didn't need. And we agreed to financial commitments that we didn't fully understand, and too often, we didn't even take the time to read. I believe that had more Marylanders been equipped with a better understanding of the proper use of credit, the principles of sound household budgeting, or even a full appreciation of the risks of an interest-only loan or an adjustable rate mortgage, fewer Marylanders would be facing the loss of homes and life savings today. I believe the principles of financial literacy are essential building blocks to a lifetime of economic security and are every bit as vital to the education process as reading, writing, and arithmetic. It's in that spirit that I publicly endorsed a standalone financial literacy course as a Maryland high school graduation requirement. I'm now in the process of visiting the several progressive systems in the state that have already proactively established that course requirement. Systems ranging from Allegheny to Carroll to Talbot County have shown that innovative and successful financial literacy education can be implemented in a cost-effective manner. The results have been extremely encouraging. Just to take one example, Carroll County, under the leadership of Chuck Ecker, their superintendent, they have developed and implemented a required standalone financial literacy course for 8 high schools at the grand cost of $37,700. I think that shows that this issue is not about money, it's about will and whether we want to make this a priority. I've had the privilege of spending time in classrooms around the state, meeting with educators, speaking directly with students who have already benefited from this coursework. To a person, these kids nod their head, put their hands up when you ask whether financial literacy should be a graduation requirement. One high school student at Watkins Mill High School in Montgomery County told me last week, if it's just an optional course, a lot of students won't take it seriously, and this is something that all of us need to do. I couldn't agree more. As Dr. Dukes will surely attest, the business community understands the need for strong financial literacy training. They have unique practical expertise to offer, and based on the conversations I've had with statewide business leaders, they share a desire to come to the table as partners with the state in a meaningful effort around financial literacy. And I believe for this initiative to be successful, they must be at the table. So I'm thrilled to have Dr. Dukes here. I've met with Dr. Grasmick. Governor, I appreciate your scheduling this, and I think it has, obviously it's not a panacea. This is not something that I'm suggesting would at all have prevented the kind of economic calamity that we had. But I think it's part of moving forward into the future and protecting our people. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Controller.